Hello everybody, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Tracy Heimbach. I am so excited you're here, and I'm excited that you've decided to check out a little bit more about Epicure. So before we get started, I just want to tell you a little bit about Epicure. We actually are a company based out of Canada. We have been around for about 23 years, and just over a year ago we launched in the US. So August 2019, we officially went live, and we've been sharing Epicure with families all over the US. And our motto, which I love, is raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. And because of that, we are helping people get dinner on the table way faster, but also not just faster, it's healthier and way more affordable. So one of the things I like to share with people is our never ever list. And if you saw earlier in some of the posts, you would have seen this list called our never ever list. It's kind of what it looks like. And it's just basically all of the ingredients you will never find in our products. So Epicure really strives to have good, high quality, all natural, clean products. And we want to do that because it's just so much better for our bodies. And over time, it just keeps us way healthier. The other things too is that we are 100% gluten-free. We're nut-free, with the exception of a couple products have coconut in it. We're free of high fructose corn syrup. We're very sodium and sugar conscious. In fact, 60% of our products have no sodium at all. We're also free of artificial colors, preservatives, and dyes, which I love. So you know those little silica packets that you get in your purse, your brand new purse or your brand new shoes? That is a preservative that they add to products to keep them lasting longer, and just one of those ingredients you will never find in our products. We're also 90% non-GMO. We are vegan friendly, kosher friendly, and overall just a really, really good, healthy, clean company. And a lot of people will hear all of that and they go, oh my gosh, you must be super expensive. And honestly, even after all of that is said and done, we are super affordable. In fact, our most of our meals range to about $2.50 to $3 per serving. You guys, you can't even go to Subway and get a sandwich for $2.50. In fact, you can't even go through the McDonald's dollar menu line and get a meal for $2.50. Everything's $1. So by the time you get your hamburger, your cheeseburger, you know, a drink, you're at least $3 or more. So, and I'm sure you don't get just one hamburger. So anyway, with that said, I just like to share a little bit about our company and what we stand for. So tonight's menu is going to be a super, super delicious meal that is perfect for this fall. I know if you're like me, when I think of fall, I think of warm soup, and it's just a comfort food to me. So we are going to be making, with our speedy lasagna seasoning pack, a hearty lasagna soup. We also are going to be making a dessert, which is going to be a guilt-free dessert for you to try. This is our chocolate mud pie mix, but we're going to be making it into a chocolate mud pie mousse, and it is fantastic. And then lastly, we're going to be making a balsamic vinaigrette to go on a side salad. So let's go ahead and get started here. So I am going to start with our multi-purpose steamer. I love this steamer. You can cook almost anything in it, and I'll talk a little bit more about it in just a second. So right now I have a pound of ground beef in here, just like so, like it comes in the store. I'm going to cut up a pepper and add that pepper to the meat. And yes, you may be thinking you're going to add vegetables and meat together, but it's going to be just fine. It's going to taste fantastic. That's one thing that's really nice about our steamer, is that you can cook veggies and meat together, and it doesn't taste disgusting. So really, really good. And it's going to cook super quick. And one of the things I like to tell people is, because it cooks so quick, you're actually sealing in all those good vitamins and minerals into your food when it's cooking. It's actually using steam, and that steam is sealing in those vitamins and minerals. So I'm just gonna cut up our pepper. This recipe actually calls for 2 peppers. I did pre-cut the other one, but I wanted to show you this amazing knife here. This is our Prep Pro chef knife. It is a ceramic knife, and it is super sharp, as you can probably tell here as I'm slicing through it very easily. Cut the rest of this up. And what's awesome about ceramic knives is that they hold a sharp edge for a long time, so they don't dull. You don't have to resharpen them. They're always going to be sharp every time you go to grab it. Our knives have a 1-year warranty on them, and they're just amazing. They just feel really good in your hand. In fact, it's the perfect name for it. It's the Prep Pro chef knife, and I honestly feel like it's a chef quality knife. The other thing I'm using here is our double-sided cutting board. I'm gonna cut those up later and use them for a little dip. This is our double-sided cutting board. It's got little grips on each side. And what's so awesome about that is you can cut your veggies on one side, flip it over, and cut your meat on the other. So multi-purpose. I like to suggest to people sometimes you can put a little V on one side and a P on the other, protein and veggie. So the other thing too, kind of coming back to our knife here, they come with this amazing little sheath that protects it. So first off, you're not going to cut yourself as you grab it, but also it just protects the knife itself. So I like to keep that covered while I'm cooking. All right, so I've got 1 pepper in here. I'm going to add the other pepper that I cut earlier, and I just used our little 4-cup prep bowl to have that ready to go. And a lot of times on Sundays when I am doing my meal prep, I will cut all my peppers up and I'll place them in those 4-cup prep bowls so they're ready to go, and I can add them to my meals during the week. All right, and then the next thing we're gonna do with the meat and our peppers is just separate the meat, get it all mixed up, and we're gonna use this amazing tool. This is our meat separator. I love the way it feels in my hand. It's really ergonomic. It's got a little thumb spot here, so you can just easily mix, kind of dig into the meat and get it all separated. Other things I use this meat separator for is mashed potatoes, or I might make like an egg salad or a tuna salad, and it just works really good. We can also make mashed potatoes in your steamer in like 10 to 15 minutes, you guys. Super fast, no boil over mess on the stove and your stovetop pot. So again, like I said, many uses for this that we'll kind of touch base on throughout the party here. So if you have one of these steamers, I would love for you to share your favorite thing to cook in it, or maybe one of those aha moments you had, like, oh my gosh, I never thought I would be able to cook XYZ in the steamer. So if you have one, please share with us what you love about it, what you've cooked in it. If you don't have one and it's on your wish list, make sure you let us know about that too. So, all right, we've got the meat in the microwave and the veggies. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on 4 cups of hot water just to help speed up the process of cooking this soup. So real quick here, let me show you. This is our multi-purpose pot. This is our 8-cup pot. And what I love about it is it has this handle here, which does not get hot. It's got a tempered glass lid so you can see inside there. And I already put some hot water in there, it's pretty hot already. It's got a pour spout, and then inside, you can't see it, but let me grab my other one here. Inside this little guy here, we have our measurements. Hopefully you can see that. So right along here, we have measurements so you know how many cups of water you're adding to the pot, which is absolutely brilliant. So I have already in our 8-cup pot added 4 cups of water, and we're just gonna get that boiling so it helps speed up, again, like I said, the process of cooking the soup. And then the last thing I like to share about this too is it's got these little, strainer holes. So you've got bigger and smaller strainer holes. So literally you can cook and pour right out into the into your sink. Now you may be wondering why not just cook this all on the stovetop, right? Like why not just add your meat and everything to the stovetop and cook it all there? First off, it's way faster in our steamer. As you will see, we're gonna have this done in 15 minutes. And the other thing too is boil over. I keep talking about that, but like who has a pot that they cook their pasta in and it boils over and you've got a big mess on the stove, or if you're cooking your ground beef or whatever, it's splattering everywhere. This contains it to one pot, or one steamer as I should say, and the cleanup is super easy. Our multi-purpose steamer is not only microwave safe, but dishwasher safe too. So literally when you're done, you can throw it right in the dishwasher and it cleans up like a pro. The other thing too is that it's safe in our oven up to 425 degrees. So that brings me to another thing that I love to cook in it, which is a whole roast chicken. So I just get a 4 to 5 pound chicken roast, rinse that off, put that in the steamer, and I add my seasoning to it, which most of the time is just my favorite, herb, garlic, salt, and maybe some pepper, or I might add some of our other seasoning blends just to kick it up a notch or whatever. I'll put that in the steamer. I'll put the steamer in the microwave and I'll cook that for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then sometimes I'll take it out, put it in the oven under broil for like 2 or 3 minutes just to crisp up the top a little bit more. It does come out crispy, but if you really want a crisp crunch, you can add it to the broiler. I've cooked lasagnas in 15 minutes. I've cooked corn on the cob in 6 minutes. Some of the other things too, it comes with a little cheat sheet, which is super helpful. And on that, it will show how to cook quinoa and rice and pasta, vegetables and protein. So kind of your basic stuff, that'll all be on your cheat sheet, which is super, super helpful. And then the last thing I like to talk about with the steamer is cooking in the microwave. So some people, I know myself included a while back, was a little bit, oh, I must not have hit the high level. Sorry, let's do that one more time. My microwave is super temperamental. There we go. It's 3 minutes on high, so we'll get that going again here. It'll be totally fine. So some people have a little hesitation on cooking in the microwave. And like I was saying, I did too. I would reheat things and it'd be rubbery, or defrost chicken and it would be rubbery, right? So just like the thought of doing that seemed really, really strange to me. But when you're cooking in our steamer, you're actually heating up the steamer, which creates steam inside from the natural moisture and juices that are in our vegetables and our protein. So that's what I like to say. It heats up the steamer, which then creates a little oven inside with all the steam, and it cooks it super fast, sealing in those nutrients. When you boil broccoli or your vegetables on the stovetop, all of that water turns green, and you notice that all the good stuff is leaching out of your vegetables or your meal. So just a little side note with that. We have some Harvard medical studies that show the research and why it is so much healthier. So we posted in the group here some of those posts, so feel free to go back and check them out. And that reminds me to make sure that you comment here what you're excited about, comment on all the posts. We're gonna be doing some fun giveaways and you'll see those at the end. All right, so I'm gonna move on as we're still cooking, and we're gonna move on to our mud pie mousse. So what I have done here is I've got 1 container of Cocoa Whip. You can also use True Whip. They're just a little bit better, all natural ingredients. This one is a dairy-free and it uses coconut milk. So 1 container of that. And then we have 1 container, which is just an 8-ounce container of whipped cream cheese. So I've got both of those already together. We've got them in our little bowl here, and then we're gonna Mix that up a little bit, just so it kind of blends together. Just enough, like I said, just to blend it together. Then we're gonna go ahead and add our chocolate mud pie. And I'm gonna use our handy dandy kitchen shears. These are brand new. You're gonna see these put to use in just a few minutes again as well. All right. So we're gonna finish mixing that up, and we're gonna just actually throw this right into the fridge. Let it kind of cool down or settle. Sorry if it's kind of loud. So if you have tried any of our desserts, I would love to hear what your favorite dessert is. I know mine is the Chocolatey Temptation cupcakes. Fantastic, but this is a close second. So there's our mousse. I'm just gonna put it in the fridge so that it starts to kind of thicken up just a little bit more. And now I have actually cooked our beef and our peppers. So one thing I like to say is always use these little handles. They do get hot, the steamer does get hot, but the handles are really easy to grab and they don't get as hot. And these little steamers, the steamer vents, I make sure they're pointing away from the handles, just kind of a little safety thing. Also, open away from your face, like so. And we're gonna take our meat separator, just kind of mix that up a little bit more and then add our seasoning. So, I did this for 3 minutes. The recipe calls to cook this for about 5 minutes. I just wanted to get this started, drain out any little bits of added grease that might be in there. And this is another thing I love about the steamer. You guys, I have so many things I love about the steamer, but let me show you this. So again, or I'm sure many of you have tried to drain your grease into the sink and your meat's falling out everywhere, or you have to dirty up another, a little colander to strain your meat. This is gonna save you from that. Right now I'm gonna strain it into the bowl. Normally I would just probably strain it right into the garbage or into the sink. I'm just gonna drain that like that. Super, super easy. And just a neat little feature because it is so flexible. So all of our silicone is also 100% food grade safe. You're not gonna have to worry about any chemicals leaching into the foods as you're cooking this like you would with plastic. All right, so I've added our speedy lasagna. I'm gonna go ahead and add the remaining ingredients. I'm gonna do a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes or crushed, whichever you prefer. I am also going to add 2 cups of pasta. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can do this with like a gluten-free lasagna pasta that's oven ready and break those up. You do need to add some more time. Or you can do any kind of pasta you want, but I'm actually doing egg noodles. I really like the egg noodles with this. So I've done 2 cups of those, and then we're gonna do 2 cups of spinach. And this is where I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about our kitchen shears. These are perfect for cutting up vegetables just like this. I don't know about you, but I hate chopping spinach. I feel like it gets away from me. I don't get all the pieces. I'm trying to constantly scoop it up. Or this is great for like cutting little pizzas up, or any of your herbs that you might want to just add to the top of your food. They are stainless steel. They are dishwasher safe. However, I recommend just hand washing them. They're super easy to clean. So we've got our chopped up spinach. We're gonna add that. And then we're gonna add our hot water. I'm gonna take the lid off. The other thing too with this lid, as I drip, it's got these little rubber grips on the top, so it's hot, but it's not gonna burn your hands to touch. And then again, the handle is great. It's disperses the heat throughout the pot and not the handle. And these multi-purpose pots are also safe for your induction ovens too. So we've got all of that in there. We're gonna stir this up, and then we're actually gonna put it on a large size plate and put it in the microwave for about 12 minutes, and then it is gonna be set and ready to go. Okay. I did talk a little bit earlier about our products being very low to no sodium. So I like to add a little bit of salt to most of my meals. However, I don't feel like I have to add too much. And what's so nice about our products being low sodium is you have control over how much salt you're gonna add to your food. So instead of buying, for instance, a jar of marinara that has probably about 750 milligrams of sodium, you're gonna be probably half of that. All right, you guys, this looks so good. Okay, so large plate, put that in the microwave, and I'm just gonna put the steamer right on top, and vents pointing away from my fingers. The reason I'm putting it on a plate is so when I go to take it out, it is gonna be a little extra hot because it's been in there for so long. So you can either just grab oven mitts, but it is a little flimsy because it's pliable. So I just put it on a bigger plate, and then I can grab it out of there real easy. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is make our salad dressing. So this is our cruet. Depending on when you're watching this, it may or may not be available. Just because of COVID, there's a shortage of glass. So it may or may not be available. If it's something that you want, jot that down on your wish list, and we'll make sure to let you know when it comes back in. But what is so awesome about this is it's got measurements on the side here. So we have a 1/4 cup, 3/4 cup, I'm sorry, half, 3/4, 1 cup, and all the way up to 1 1/4 cup. So the recipe for our balsamic vinaigrette calls for 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar, 3/4 cup of olive oil, and 2 tablespoons of our seasoning blend. So, you guys, I just realized I forgot to add something to our soup, which was the beef broth. So we'll do that in just a second. It's not gonna make a difference if I take it out in a second or take it out at the end, but I'll do that in just a second. So with the salad dressing, we're gonna use our 4-in-1 measuring spoon. And if you have one of these, give me a heart or a thumbs up. I know if you have one, you probably absolutely love it. It has a tablespoon here, a teaspoon here, and when you flip this part over, it's got a 1/4 teaspoon, and there's a little notch here for, a 1/2 teaspoon and then a 1/4 teaspoon. So awesome, awesome product. Definitely a space saver in your drawer. Eliminates that mystery tablespoon that's missing or whatnot. So you can grab the purple one, and you're gonna have everything you need for your measurements. I also have one in my camper because there's such little space in there that it's just helpful to have one utensil instead of a whole bunch. So you probably saw me using this little funnel. This is amazing. It's versatile for a lot of different things, but it fits perfectly in our cruet. So I just added that. I'm gonna shake this up, and we're gonna let that sit and just kind of rehydrate all those awesome ingredients. And one thing I love about our salad dressings is this jar here is gonna make 6 different, not servings of salad dressing, but 6 different cruets of salad dressing. You guys, this is so affordable. I think they're $9.50 for a jar. The cruet, $8, and funnel is maybe $5. So like literally you could make all your salad dressings at home, nice and fresh, which tastes way better, and you don't have that mystery jar of dressing in the back of your fridge with the crusted edges and who knows how much preservatives are in there to make it last as long as it did. So this is also good. There's a recipe that I love with chicken tenders, chicken tenders with the balsamic vinaigrette and some panko breadcrumbs. Oh my gosh, so good. And I'll show you our sheet pan liner in a second that I just lay all those chicken tenders on and then cook that. All right, I'm gonna grab our beef broth, add that real quick. It calls for, 4 cups of water. You would use 2 tablespoons of beef broth into the, 3 tablespoons of beef broth to that. So the measurements are on the back of the beef broth. Let me grab that real quick. 1.5 teaspoons per 1 cup of boiling water. You can make all your own broth yourself. We have a few other broths as well. So I'm gonna stop this. We're about almost midway. And all I'm gonna do is just take our little 4-in-1 tablespoon. Oh my gosh, this is already looking great. Add our beef broth. You know what? There's always an ingredient or two I may forget, but it doesn't hurt to just add it. I'm gonna just add the rest. We're almost done with it. As you remember, and none of us are perfect, right? All right, so we've got our beef broth in there now. We'll finish that off cooking. Oh, this is looking so good. Steamer vents away from the handle and back in the microwave here. Okay. The other thing too is, I don't know if you've ever looked at the sodium content on a can or a box of any of the broth, but there is a lot of sodium in there. As well as storing those in your pantry. You could just have this little guy that would make mini servings of beef broth or vegetable broth or whichever broth you have, and save that space in your pantry for other things. So, all right, so with that, I want to share a few things with you. I talked about, obviously, our multi-purpose steamer, which is part of our time-saving cookware, and we have so many other products I want to share with you as well. First off, this little guy, this is our trivet. It comes with our steamer. This helps with multi-layer cooking. So you could cook chicken on the bottom, you could put veggies on the top and have your dinner literally done in 6 minutes. You could also place bacon on here, bacon strips, and cook your bacon in 3 to 5 minutes. All the grease is gonna drip to the bottom. I showed you how I poured out the beef grease, same thing with the bacon grease. In fact, I have a little jar over here with my bacon grease. So this tray is awesome for multi-level cooking or just drippings to go through. Some of our other fun silicone products are, this is our bagel and donut maker or mold. And we also have a gluten-free bagel donut pancake waffle mix, which is fantastic. So again, like I said, everything's gluten-free. So we have a fun little mold for making gluten-free bagels and donuts. And there's many recipes that you can find that not only come with the package, but on our website as well. And then this, I love this. You may have seen the video earlier that showed us making waffles. Same thing, use the pancake waffle mix, gluten-free. I just pour some in each one, bake it in the oven, and we've got 6 different waffles ready to go. I do 2 batches of that. If I have extras, then I just freeze them. This guy here, our perfect petites, perfect for portion control. So you can make like little egg bites in here. I think you might have seen me make the pancake bites that are perfect. I make a whole bunch ahead. The girls will just warm them up on a plate for breakfast, and they dip them in the syrup. They love it. Yeah, so egg bites, little granola bites, brownies, super fun, great for the holidays if you're gonna make something and bring it somewhere. So I love our perfect petites. And these right here are my favorite. So this is our sheet pan and our sheet pan liner, our standard size here. So if you already have a sheet pan, this fits in all standard size sheet pans. And then our quarter sheet pan set. These come as a set together, and the sheet pan liners come separate on both of these, but I love that they have a small sheet pan liner for our quarter sheet pans. So remember earlier I was talking about that balsamic chicken fingers. This is perfect for cooking those on here. If it gets a little crusty and sticky, it just sticks to this, and you literally just peel it off. It just comes right off of there. This eliminates using tinfoil as well, which is so nice. I don't know that I've used tinfoil. I don't remember the last time I used tinfoil because I love these. I have a couple of these, so if one's dirty, then I have another one just to put on there. They're also dishwasher safe, and like I said, they clean up super fast and easy. As you can tell, they do have a little lip there, so if you have anything in here that might get a little juicy, like chicken or pork or whatever, it'll catch that in there, and then you can literally just take this out and dump it, and your sheet pan's still clean. That's what my husband loves about this. So less mess. Love that. All right, and then I just want to kind of recap some of the things that we used tonight and share with you some of our specials. So first off, I told you we used our steamer and we used our speedy lasagna. And if you are able to check out our virtual catalog, we have a really great affordable bundle that includes the steamer, our home-style chicken stew, speedy lasagna, and African sweet potato stew, which you may think, that sounds interesting. It's my favorite new product that we have. I absolutely love it. So we have our steamer dinners collection. This whole collection is $47.95. Normally our steamer alone is $44.95. So you basically are getting you're getting a price break by getting these 3 meals and the steamer. And you know what, you guys, a lot of my hosts decide to have a party because they want the steamer so much. So if this is on your wish list and you would like to get it for free, let us know, because we'd love to have a party with you and share that. So this is one of our meal bundle options. This is brand new in our fall catalog. And then this amazing collection, this is our Best of Fall collection. So you are gonna get, first off, a whole laid out virtual guide that's downloadable for you to print or just to view. You can bring it up on your phone or your iPad, but it comes with so much. So it comes with roasted garlic aioli, taco seasoning, creamy ranch dip, garlic and onion nutritional yeast, the balsamic vinaigrette that we use tonight. It also has our sweet garlic chicken, which is perfect to coat like chicken breast or chicken thighs on your sheet pan with your veggies. It's amazing. I love it. It also comes with the chocolate mousse mud pie we talked about, so you get 2 of those. 3 of our sweet garlic chicken, 3 of our home style chicken stew, which is new to the fall, 3 of the highly sought after beef and broccoli stir fry, and of course 3 of our speedy lasagna that we talked about tonight. So this bundle is amazing. It's going to provide you with many meals. Plus, like I said, it comes with a guide that also includes a shopping list as well, and a laid out plan for you. So this is $89.50, this bundle here. If you pair that with the steamer, oh my gosh, you'd be set for at least a month or 2, I'm sure. So I love to share that. And then lastly, before we kind of plate up everything, there are 3 ways that I like to share with people how to use Epicure. First and foremost is just by being here and being an awesome customer and just loving Epicure, whether you're new or seasoned. There's many of you here watching, and I'm so excited that you're here. But our host will have a shopping link for you, so that when you're ready to choose some of these amazing products, you'll have a link and you can shop through that link. The link will be available right after the party if you haven't already seen it. And then second is host a party. This is such a fun way to share with your friends and family who also most likely need help in the kitchen with dinners, lunches, snacks, breakfasts, whatnot. But maybe you're stuck in a rut. Maybe you're cooking the same 3 meals every other night, week after week after week. Or maybe you're one of those people that's driving home, it's 5 o'clock, and you do not want to walk in the door to, what's for dinner? That's me. So I love these meals. They provide a quick, easy solution. All of our meal packs come in a set of 3 and they have the instructions on the back, plus 2 or 3 other ingredients that you would need. And then last but not least, the best way I think, which this plate is a little bit hot, let me bring that out, is joining our team. Epicure is growing like crazy. More and more people are eating at home. They need ideas on what to cook and how to cook and make it easy, affordable, and healthy. And we provide all of that, and we need to share that with more and more people to help with Epicure's mission of good food real fast and good quality. So with that, let's go ahead and take a peek at our, ooh, that's hot. Can you guys see this? I think you can see it. I'm gonna turn it this way. So I'm gonna open this up. Oh, so delicious. Oh my gosh, I love this soup. So I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit, and this is perfectly cooked, you guys. So we're gonna just plate up a little, or spoon up a little bit. I'm using our ladle here. All of our cooking utensils are absolutely amazing. They are steel with reinforced silicone. So what's awesome about that is that, first off, they're heat safe up to 425 degrees. So if you're cooking on the stove top and you want to saute, you're not gonna have to worry about this melting, but also not scratching things too. So we have that. I have made a little garden salad here, again, in my 4-cup prep bowl. I always use these to prep some of my Nourish bowls for the week, or you can make dips in these. Salads, leftovers, whatever, you name it. They're great, they're a perfect size. So we're just gonna pour a little bit of salad dressing on this. I love our balsamic vinaigrette, so good. And then we are gonna grab that chocolate mousse, and we're gonna have an amazing dinner. So let me grab that, and I'll talk about some ideas to use this with. All right, I'm gonna use this little guy, which is just our 3-in-1 spoon. I love this one because it's perfect size to get into jars. It's got a sharp edge for scraping the corners, and also it's a spoon. So I'm going to put just about a 1/2 cup in here. These little bowls right here, these are our 1-cup prep bowls. That is probably plenty because it is pretty rich. And depending on when you're watching, these may or may not be available, but they come in a pack of 4 with our amazing silicone lids. And I like these because if I'm making something like this, they're perfect for portioning out, so I'm not overindulging. Also, just to have a little snack ready for my kids. You could use this dip and dip apples in it, which is what I've done, or you can get graham crackers, you can get the gluten-free animal crackers, whatever, but just to make it a little more delicious, we have some whole food toppers. So my favorite is our Cocoa Crunch. It has chia, organic cocoa nibs, psyllium husk, coconut, cane sugar, cocoa powder, and cinnamon. We also have a Tutti Frutti, which is, again, carrots, apples, coconut, raspberries, psyllium husk, strawberries, and turmeric. So good whole food. They've got some little added extra healthy stuff in there for you. And I like to just kind of sprinkle that on our chocolate or our pudding or whatever dessert we've made. And there you have it, you guys. I should do it this way. so you can see it better. I will top our soup with a little mozzarella, and we've got a perfectly cooked, balanced meal and even a little dessert treat. All right, you guys, that's our meal for tonight. Please let us know if you have any questions. I loved sharing this with you, and I'm so excited for the fall season and all of these amazing comfort foods that we have available. Make sure to refresh your screen when we stop here, so you're gonna see some other posts coming up. Talk to your host about the order link. However, depending on when you're watching this, it may or may not be in the feed yet. So with that said, always reach out to your host. They have the link for you. And that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for loving Epicure. And I hope you continue to love Epicure even more. Take care.